Hello students, welcome to the science class. Today we will learn about the green plants. All living things need energy from food. Green plants are the only living things that can make their own food. That's why they are called producers. A food chain always begins with a producer. Now, you know about that they make their own food which creates energy for them to grow, reproduce and survive. Being able to make their own food makes them unique. So, they are making or producing their own food, that's why green plants called producers. But do you know where they produce this food? Let's know about the things. First of all, let's talk about the common leaf shapes. Leaf shapes are of different types, different shape, different size, different color. Let's have a look. Some are linear like grass, slender, pine shape. Some are ovate, elliptical, oblong, cordate, acicular, reniform, etc. So there are different kinds of shape, size and colored leaves. Now moving to the structure of a leaf, let's see there are parts of a leaf. The upper region of a leaf is called apex. It's tip of a leaf. The blade region, flat surface of the leaf, it's called leaf blade or lamina. The part that attaches the leaf to the stem or branch or support the leaf is called petiole. Leaf has a main vein called the midrib and many small veins branching off from it, they called small veins or side veins. These side veins transport water, minerals and nutrients to the other parts of the leaf. This is a clear view of leaf. You can see petiole which is attaching the leaf to the branch, lamina or leaf blade, it is flat part of the leaf, mid vein or midrib, it's present in the center of the leaf and small veins are coming out from the midrib, they called side veins. The underside of every leaf has tiny openings called stomata. Stomatas are like the nostrils of a plant that help them to breathe. Two bean-shaped structures called guard cells. They surround the stomata. Guard cells control the opening and closing the stomatas. You can see open stomata has tiny opening, there is slightly part is open, while in closed stomata it is closed. Guard cells are stick with each other. Now, how do plants make their food? Green plants make their own food by a process that called photosynthesis. But what is photosynthesis? Before this, we have to know about chlorophyll. Green leaves contain a pigment called chlorophyll. It's green pigment, green colored pigment or chlorophyll. All are same things. Chlorophyll is a green substance that makes the leaf the color green. Chlorophyll traps light energy from the sun, which is then used to combine carbon dioxide and water into sugar in the process of photosynthesis. Chlorophyll is vital for photosynthesis as it helps plants to get energy from light. The leaves of the green plants are like factories. They make lots of food in the presence of sunlight, water and carbon dioxide. The food that green plants make is called glucose. Glucose is a kind of sugar which is broken down by plants to use for energy. When too much glucose is made, the excess is stored in plant parts as starch. So, when there is excess of glucose, it will convert into starch. To test for the presence of starch, the iodine solution test is used. Starch will interact with iodine solution and turn the iodine solution from brown to dark blue. The sources of starch are fewer: banana, leaves and apple. Now, talking about photosynthesis, very interesting thing. A photosynthesis takes place in the leaves. That's why leaves are called the food factory or the kitchen of a plant. Carbon dioxide, light, water and chlorophyll are required by a plant to carry out the photosynthesis process. Light is mostly obtained from the sun. Chlorophyll is already present in the green leaves that absorb the sunlight. Carbon dioxide enters the leaf through stomata. Then water is taken in by the roots and carried to the leaves by the stem. The product of photosynthesis is sugar and oxygen. Sunlight, carbon dioxide and water. When carbon dioxide and water react in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, they produce sugar in the glucose form and oxygen. When glucose is accumulated or collected in the leaves, it will convert into starch. Now, interdependence between plants and animals. What is interdependence? Interdependence means dependence on each other. एक दूसरे पर निर्भर होना. So plants and animals depend on each other for their survival. Plants produce their own food by the process of photosynthesis and give out oxygen in this process. The oxygen given out by plants is necessary for human beings and animals to survive. Animals also depend on plants for food. वो भी animals भी food के लिए plants पर depend करते हैं. You can have a look over here. Plants are getting sunlight from the sun and then they are making food. Plant is eaten by deer. It is herbivore. And then deer is eaten by lion. So it is a food chain. So what is food chain? Do you know? The chain that shows how one organism is dependent on another organism for its food is called food chain. Let's have another example. The grasshopper eat the plant. The mice eat the grasshopper. Then the snake eat the mice. Now what happened? The eagle eat the snake. It creates a food chain. There are lots of examples of food chain in the nature. Let's see. Tree is eaten by giraffe, that is eaten by lion. Otherwise, rhino is eating the tree and then rhino is eaten by lion. Other examples are grasshopper, mouse, They are eaten by birds and other carnivore animals. So this create a food chain. There are lots of food chain in the environment. Few examples of herbivore, carnivore or omnivores are. So what is carnivores? An organism that only eats animals. Animals means meat like frog, tiger, lion, snake, owl, eagle, lots of things. Herbivores only eat plants. Plants like pulses, grass, trees. They are monkey, kangaroo, elephant, rabbit, horse, rhino. Now, talking about omnivore, what are omnivores? Omnivores are organisms that eat plant as well as animals also, like human being. Human being, man and woman. Brown bear, pig, hyena, tortoise, dog, mouse.